Hi everyone, it's Annie. Welcome to this video. It's a speed paint of a redraw of an art piece I did back in 2021. And I'm gonna insert that, how that looked like. And yeah, I decided to redraw it around 2.5 years later. That's where this drawing is from now, that you can see. And yeah, it's been a while since I've done speed paints, and I used to record it with another camera and not with this webcam, but it's very convenient just to have the webcam on next to the PC, because then you can watch stuff and check if it's recording alright. It's just a lot easier to do that than with a traditional camera. So I think it's alright for speed paints, but if I do like sketchbook flip throughs, then you can see like lines appearing sometimes, but I feel like it, since it's sped up so quickly, you can't really see that with the speed paint. Or maybe the webcam just had a good day, I'm not sure. But yeah, so the story behind this drawing is that I got prompted to portray myself as a superhero, so I did that, and my star sign is Aries, which is why she has the horns and the symbol, and it's all about like fire, and she's supposed to fight off these monsters in the back. And I decided to do the monsters blue just because of the like complementary colors, I suppose, that it just looks nice in the composition. And also with the drawing that I did in 2021, I had kind of limited colors with me. So I bought some very cheap alcohol markers. These are like a no-name brand from Aldi or from Lidl. They are the Korea Box sketch pens. Sorry, I think it's mirrored, but yeah, Korea Box sketch pen. And I only had 8 colors at the time, and I think a few of my other cheap alcohol markers. And then I had some pencils and fine liners and such. So yeah, I think that's just the best color combination they could do at the time. And when recreating the piece, I wanted to use the same colors and the same techniques to give it a bit more of a fair comparison. Because it would feel weird to recreate it like digitally or with a different medium, like watercolor or just colored pencils. Then I wouldn't really, like, I couldn't compare them that much then, because it's about how much I've improved, I suppose. I changed the composition a bit. So with the older drawing, it's facing head on, and with this one she's facing like a 3/4 view. But I don't know, I just wanted to try that composition, and I think it turned out alright, even though it doesn't have the same kind of "hi, I'm coming to fight you" attitude. It's more of a defensive pose in this one, I suppose. But I don't know, I definitely like the new one more, which is good. It would be kind of bad if I liked the old one more, I suppose, but maybe that's also just preference. And yeah, in terms of the technique of this drawing, it's a fairly standard classic development. It's like pencil sketch first, then putting the ink down. These are fine liners. I can tell you which ones these are. These are the Faber-Castell Eco Pigments in 0.3 and 0.7. They look like this. And I think they're good. I can't compare them too much, but they're waterproof. I think they're decent. Maybe there's some better ones out there, but I think they're alright. So yeah, then I put those down, then I erased the pencil sketch. Then I put markers down, like a base layer of markers. And then I drew on top of them with colored pencils, because I really like the effect that it gives. You can, yeah, it's like base color and then you add in the details. And it's a lot more fun because when you try to fill in large areas with colored pencils, especially if you press hard, you can really strain your wrist. And it doesn't get as smooth as markers do unless you put a lot of layers in with colored pencils. Like, it's possible. I used to do that before I got my first set of markers. But I just like this process more. If you have enough marker colors, I suppose. Yeah, and I also like if you put down a really dark layer, like in this drawing, like black markers, and then you draw on top of it with lighter colored pencils. I really like that effect that it gives, and it's really satisfying to do that. Also, the black ink in this drawing was not alcohol markers, because I don't have a black alcohol marker anymore, it ran out. So I used the water-based Tombow instead. I mean, it doesn't really make a big difference in the drawing. So I did change that. And yeah, so that is that for this speed paint. It was fun to do. I do want to recreate more of my older work in the future. I just need to pick out some good ones, because I think it's fairer for yourself if you pick out drawings that you still kind of like, or designs that you want to recreate that you kind of like, because I could easily pick out an old drawing that isn't very good and then try really hard at it to make it look good now, and then it would be a large difference. But I think it's fairer if you pick something that you still like and try to recreate that instead, because then you're pushing yourself more, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do want to do that in the future. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and have a nice day. Bye!